Great stock. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure. Oh, there we go. All right, just want to make sure everybody is live. Oh, there we go. All right. So a lot of really cool stuff right here that's moving in the market. We got this this SLGB. What a nice move on it. Damn, really nice pop right here. Just started at 7:15. If you got in a little bit later around 8:30, nice little 50-cent move right there. What a beautiful move. And not only that, there's a bunch of other things talking about. But before we do that, let's talk about what happened yesterday. So we did have a crash. Okay, so you can see it right here. Not looking good. The market dropped almost 1,000 points yesterday. And, we're getting a little bit of a comeback today, a little bit of a move. You could see my watch list. I always kind of work on my watch list of stocks that we've been watching. We could see like certain industries are moving pretty nicely. Some of the big stocks are moving up nicely. What's really impressive, which is, I don't know what's going on over here with the nuclear stocks, but they are all moving. You have OKLL and OKLO that just had a really big pop. Also, SMR, a huge pop in SMR. SMR has been consolidating. These stocks have been a big favorite of ours. Made a killing on them. These are going on the watch list. Okay. LO and SMR. And if you're in the cyber group room, and for some of you that are watching on social media, we will post up that QR code and that address if you want to join our trading floor. We're here all day commentary, and we'll give you some of the ETFs, which are half the price with double the reward. All right, but let's talk about, like we always do, yesterday. What happened yesterday? So there was some really, listen, as bad as the market was, there were some great moving stocks. I want to start off with some brand name stocks like SanDisk. SanDisk, I don't know. Listen, is this the new NVIDIA? August, this stock was all the way down to a price of $43. We are at $460. This thing is still going up. Even if you chased it at the, in the middle of the day, the stock was around 145. We're at 164. I know it's expensive, but this stock right here, SNDK, Micron, all of them, these things were unbelievable. Now, yesterday, I was on a podcast with Jason Bonder, and he has this great analyze tool. You probably heard of him at the Cyber Expos, and he's actually going to be on our Cyber Expo, but at the Money Show. He's a very, very great speaker, has a great platform. We did a podcast. We'll share it with you guys today, and we were talking about some of these industries, and we were talking specifically about SanDisk. And he's like, you know what? The stock's been on our radar, all that stuff. So what's great about the people that we invite to our podcast and our events, our Cyber Expos, is that we will trade a different style, but we all have the same mentality, the discipline, the passion, everything. So anyway, SanDisk going back on the watch list. All right. So let's go over a couple other stocks that also did pretty well, that were really nice. CRVS. Okay. CRVS was another really nice move. That's still going back on the watch list. CRVS. Beautiful move on this one right here. $14 to $23. She's still pushing up. This stock, not even a couple of days ago, we were day trading it. If you go back and look at all the stocks that we traded, you will see the stock has been on watch list for the last couple of days. Now it's really starting to pick up some big move. The only problem with it now, it's up a lot. And it's up, it's not a category 1. Now we're in a category 3, 4 range. But great mover on that one too. IBRX also, what a great mover on this one too. This is another cheap little stock, $2 stock up to $8. Another one moved up really, really nicely. Now she's backing off. Okay. So listen, the problem with day trading is that people would love to trade stocks that go up, be up 100% on their portfolio. Sometimes we find them to go up 100% a day, so you got to know how to take them when they're out there. Another really good mover. A couple other ones before we go crazy. ACRS, another very nice pharmaceutical stock. A lot of pharmaceutical stocks, by the way. HYMC, another one, continuing to go higher. $10 stock, up 460% since December. This one's going back on the watch list. Remember, in my podcast I did yesterday with with Jason, we talked about, that day trading helps you become a good swing trader. Because he always asked me, Jason was asking me, he said, Fausto, how do you find these stocks, and go through your watch list? I said, listen, we go through our big percentage gainers, and this is how we find them. And then all of a sudden, swing traders and indicator guys find them later. But listen, if you look on the list, we've been trading this stock since December, and she's still pretty strong. A couple more stocks really quick I want to share. Obviously, the ETFs did pretty well because the market was down. You had that UVIX that did pretty well. Boyle is still moving. Boyle was up big yesterday. It's up big today. This stock has been on a rocket. Boyle is going back on the watch list too. And we had UUUU, also another one that did really well yesterday. A couple of big shorts, obviously, because the market took a very, very big hit. Tesla, that one, I'm glad I got out of it. I would have took a bigger hit than what I wanted to, but she keeps creeping down. I'm going to look somewhere around the 400 price range. Hopefully it gets down there. But here's the ETF TSLL. And then we had MSTR. That one also, I'm glad I got out of it, but I'm very, very interested when we get to 150. Keep an eye on it. It is on our radar. Okay. And then we had the NCLH, which is Norwegian. That one also just getting crushed. Beautiful short. These are all good shorts. All right, now let's go through the watch list today because there are a couple other stocks I want to keep an eye on. Now, I did tell you about this stock, CRVS. Okay, this is the issue with CRVS. Level 4, you could see right here, we had a stack of orders of trying to get out of it. It's got some big, big resistance levels right around the $23 price range. You got about 2,000, 3,000. Now, listen, it is a category 4 as of right now. I mean, the stock is up huge. I see it as a short squeeze going right now. So just be very careful of it unless you're one of the advanced traders. We all know about this stock. This one's going back on our watch list. This SLGB, nice push, nice trend. When I look at the orders out there, the issue with this one is there were a lot of orders around 8 o'clock. Let me show you. They just pulled the orders. Okay, I don't know if they hit the bid because she's starting to trend down. There's a buyer right here around 250, but got the volatility, 200%, up 250 on the day. We're going to keep an eye on it. Another one that is just moving as we speak right now. This is another big one, PAVM. It just took number 1 on the big gainers list. Okay. So this one right here, let's put it on me, write it down. PAVM. Big order just got filled here around 15, and now she's starting to really, really take off. Okay. So this one just popped right now as we speak. 9 o'clock was at 14. Now it's at 19. What a great, great move on PAVM. So if you were one of the students here earlier, this stock, you could see it here. Big, big push. Started around 8:15. If you were in our pre-market cyber group trading room, which some of you are here now, but obviously if you're watching it on social media, you weren't. The stock was a great move. If you just watched it, you just basically hit lotto on that one too. Congratulations. This one's a buyout. This one is good volume, good spread up 79, but I don't know. The spread's kind of weird here. It's going all over the place, but I'll put this on the B list. BOXL. All right, here's another stock of 50%, but it's flat. BNAI, this is the stock we traded yesterday. She's moving again today. BNAI, that was a good move yesterday. And I talked about it. I said, you know what? The only issue is it was kind of slow, but shit, that thing really moved this morning big time. This one's backing off. I mean, there are a lot of stocks that are in this list right here. I mean, look at it. We're within the top 10%, and we're talking in 25% moves already in pre-market. This one's also nice move from yesterday. She's moving up again today. It was a $200 stock, up $1.40. ADT. FTX. Remember, it's all about risk. There is a lot of these things are moving, but a lot of you are not qualified to trade it because they move too fast. All right. So that one's moving up pretty well. There's OKLO. Those are the ETFs that we talk. That's the ETF of OKLO. So we have OKLL made about. For some of you listening in, I don't know if you watched it, but that was the trade that I made over 20 grand in the OKLL. I got lucky on that one, and like I said, like anything else, I got lucky. Lucent is moving. Ooh, look at that. LUCD, that's the electric car company. Look at Lucent. Big pop on that stock. All right, what else we got? That's I think we're done right there on the gainers. Remember, New York, NASDAQ is always the best. New York, things get slow. This stock, we know why it's down. There's your short squeeze right there. It just kicked in. Someone made a killing on that one. A lot of these stocks that we found that made big runs up yesterday are all in here. LGHL, that was a big move yesterday. Showed up here in the losers list. All right, that pretty much does it right there. New York Stock Exchange, PAPL, that one's moving up pretty nicely, but she's flat. Gold stocks here, GORO. Gold is up big today. Last time I checked was up $100. I don't think I ever seen gold up $100. Okay. Anton, this is one of that. She guys had 20 billion into. Wow. Okay. Well, you must be kicking ass right now. There's Boyle. This one's moving up pretty nicely. Mining company, TII. Very nice little stock. Looks like it has a decent spread. Wow. All these stocks are moving up pretty nice. SMU, that's the ETF, SMR. We already know about that one. And these are all the shorts. All right. All right, traders, let's get ready for the market open up. AMD is rising right now from Warren on YouTube. AMD. Yeah, AMD had a really good run up yesterday, but came back down. But, these are the same stocks like AMD, Micron, SanDisk. They're all in the same business. They're all doing pretty well. Intel did really well, too, just breaking all-time highs right there. That has been an absolute fabulous swing trade. Okay, absolutely fabulous. I took off the other day. Gold was up like 3.5%, closer to 150 than 100. Anyone remember? Probably, but I'm just saying what I saw today. I'd let it keep going because I own that stock. I own that. I love gold. I own it too. All right. Okay, traders, let's get ready for the market open up. We got 15 minutes. Listen, at 11 o'clock today, I am going to be on Wealth 365. We'll post that link up right there. There's that link right there. Please register. Use that link. And I will be live talking about the 24-hour trading that NASDAQ is the market's going to be doing. I think you don't want to miss that. And also, I am going to be in Toronto next week. Okay, please come and visit me. Be happy to see you. We are doing an exclusive event with Mumu. Mumu just signed a deal with us. We're one of their exclusive educators. One of the other schools that brokerage firms, we have a feather in our cap that we've teamed up with. So if you're in that area, please go there, register. Guys, I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Me, Josh, and Rich will be ready to trade with you. If you're watching on social media, don't waste any time. Here's that. There's that link. Click on that QR link. Take your phone, scan it. Come join our training floor. Come and join us in all these big events that we got going on. Because remember, you got to learn before you can earn. Guys, good luck today. Happy trading. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.